I swear to God, this is not a meme, as much as I would want it to be. Well, not even really, because this is just, this is taking the piss to to an intergalactic level. Ontario high school teacher. Yes, no, exactly. You read that correctly, and it's not a joke. This isn't a meme post. Nobody's getting onioned over here, because we even got another source from the Toronto Sun as well. This is a legitimate thing in Ontario, up here in Canada. Another reason I just want to escape this socialist hell is seen wearing massive prosthetic bust to class, and you're allowed to do that. Why? We're just out here openly supporting mental illness. We're not allowed to tell people that they're fucking retarded. No no, we're not allowed to. Oh, okay, cool. We just have to go ahead and capitulate to this fucking mental disease. Unbelievable. Photos and videos out of a Canadian high school. You're doing this at a high school? Okay. Alright, and Canadian high schools are so fucking cucked at this point where, yeah, you wouldn't be able to even make mention to this at one fucking... Unless everybody's in on this, I can't discount that, okay? Because this is just so fucking ridiculous. Big, huge, saggy breasts on a fucking dude in woodshop class? Like, we would joke about big, saggy tits in woodshop class because that used to be an exclusively male area. Or if there were any girl, I think it might have been in 11th grade shop class, something like that. Yeah, maybe one or two girls ended up showing up to that, but they fucking fell in line or got the fuck out of the way. Like, this is just... I think this is peak woke. Can you get any more ridiculous than this? Oh, maybe if she had a big beard or something like that. Jack Murphy beard, right? With the fucking, you know, zinc strips on the side. Anyways, I don't even know what to say. Photos and videos out of a Canadian high school are going viral as they show a male teacher wearing what appears to be large prosthetic breasts in view of young students. Shocking media first began to circulate on Twitter earlier this week, with multiple accounts sharing a mobile phone video that stills of a shop teacher demonstrating how to use a circular saw. Well, yeah, you're supposed to be a little bit closer to be able to make sure that, you know, the board doesn't fucking flip up or bind or anything like that. But how can you get that close, okay? Like, you got de facto T-Rex arms there, but whatever. The teacher is seen wearing an extremely prominent prosthetic bust, one which clearly outlines the nipples. I was just also wondering, again, like, if you had an old lady teacher, okay, because again, there were some old well-endowed teachers back in the cut, okay, whose nipples pointed straight fucking down. Normally, they would have the common decency to wear a fucking bra or something like that, so you wouldn't have to, unfortunately, see those pancake nipples. But this dude with his fucking... Yeah, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, with his titties hanging out. He made sure he got the prosthetics where they just have fully functional, or not fully functional, but fully prominent areolas and nipples. Like, oh, what is going on in this world? Oh, one of which... Yeah, okay. He is also donning a bright blonde wig and short shorts. Again, this has to be a fucking joke. Like, I don't want to get goofed on this, but there's also a statement from the school which is fully endorsing this, but that comes in the second half of this. Multiple photos of the videos have surfaced of the same individual instructing young students. Oh, great. All of them, he was wearing his oversized bust. Yeah, this is... Oh, man. The media has confirmed as originating from Oakville. Oh, man, Oakville. Trafalgar High School in Oakville, Ontario. The man seen in the photos in the video is a manufacturing technology instructor. Okay, so yeah, again, a shop teacher. Okay, who allegedly began identifying as a woman last year. Remember, the same people that are sticking up for this stuff also want to tell you that gender is completely fluid. Gender can be whatever you want it to be. And that trans rights are human rights and whatever the fuck else they want to say as well. Then why do the people that transition or go through any sort of, I don't know, fucking 6 weeks too early Halloween costume shit? Why do they always go for the most idealized version of femininity or the most masculinized version of being a man? Why is that always the case whenever these transitions take place? But the people who just want to play along the fucking spectrum just become this genderless fucking blob. It's very odd. It's very odd is what I'll say, which is just the perfect way to describe this entire story. Outside of what I'd like to say, but I would like to keep this video up on social media in some form or fashion. A man seen in this photos, yes, the teacher now goes by the name Kayla Lemieux. Of course she does. Of course, the fucking adopting a French last name. What a fucking catfish. Oh my god. Because you could get easily duped by that. Let's keep it a stack right there. That's like ordering a blonde with anime titties on Wish, and then that's what you end up getting. It's nothing fucking close. The kids here most definitely don't think it's normal. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that they don't I'm glad that they can reconcile with reality a little bit better than this fucking thing. But realistically, we can't say anything. One student said on Twitter, last year the teacher was a man. I don't think the school can fire him. No, of course, and we'll get to that statement here shortly. Lemieux is listed within the faculty's directory on the OTHS website. His official school email address is also connected to a Google account, which has a photo visually verifying his identity. Yep, which has all your favorite Instagram thought filters over top of it. Redux reached out to OTHS administrators for comment. Yeah, and of course, like again, I've got a pretty stable audience that is out there. Don't be trying to contact this fucking weirdo or anything like that. Don't even give them the time of day. This is disturbing enough, so I don't need some kind of fucking fake hate hoax a la Juicy Smollett to pop out of this, because you know they're always just gonna fucking try this. Oh my god, there's a hate campaign by far right-wing individuals that just try to cancel me for being a big beautiful woman. They did confirm that Lemieux is currently employed at the school but refused any further questions. Oakville Trafalgar High School is overseen by the Halton District School Board, HDSB, which has begun promoting gender identity ideology in schools in recent years. Another reason to leave this fucking shithole of a country, because again, instead of putting common sense forward, they want to put a dude with oversized fucking plastic tits in schools. Great. On October of 2021, HDSB released guidelines regarding gender identity and gender expression in schools. The Halton District School Board, recognizing the rights of students, staff, parents, guardians, and community members to equitable treatment without discrimination based on gender identity and gender expression. How fucking adorable. Let's get to the statement, because again, that's just the whole fucking bucket of worms that is so ridiculous. Just go ahead and point out one right that is not afforded to these cosplayers that nobody else gets. I'll sit and fucking wait. The Halton District School Board is standing behind and well, you can't really stand in front because there's not enough room, and accepted a transgender teacher who has gone viral in social media posts. In addition, HDSB's chair, Margot, it's always a fucking... See, anyways, tells the Toronto Sun that staff are looking at going through creating a safety plan. A safety plan for a woodshop teacher? Oh, that'd be good. You don't want to get any, you know, hands in front of saws. You want to show proper way to use the band sander and all that kind of stuff as well. The skill saw, oh, that could be a bitch as well. Oh no, I'd imagine. To ensure Oakville Trafalgar High School teachers' security as they prepare for potential protests when the school opens for classes Monday. Yeah, oh, of course, for sure. I'm sure the RCMP will have some people outside with, you know, some very well-produced signs that'll be out there. We don't want any transgendered teachers in our classrooms, right, fellow parents? Protecting any person's gender rights. Which ones are those? You're looking at gender privileges, because that's all this fucking shit is. That's what you're using to co-sign this obvious case of fucking mental illness that's on display. Is the stance that the school board is taking, and they're standing behind the teacher, said Shuttleworth. Pre-transitioning, the teacher was known to students and faculty as a male and went by a man's name. Oh, we're not dead naming somebody because it's the Toronto Sun. Wonderful. This is the same outlet that used to run, Bikini Girls on page 3, by the way. Anyways, oh, and if Kayla Lemieux ends up getting fired from the school board, guess who's going to be on Tuesday's issue? The school board says it simply sees her as a good teacher. Yeah, fucking sideshow. The teacher who teaches shop is an extremely effective teacher, the Shuttleworth said. All the kids really love being in class. Except for the one student that said that it's just fucking weird. You should probably stop doing that. But video posted to social media showing the Oakville Industrial Arts teacher. Stop trying to fucking, you know, big up woodshop. Just call it exactly what it is. Who began identifying as female last year. Okay, again, like, these people are so fucking fragile. You need to just go ahead and reestablish. You need to affirm my existence. Yes, you're real. Now just really fuck off. Appearing in class with large prosthetic breasts. Again, this is... I want to believe, at least in a little bit in the Canadian system, that this just has to be a big fucking joke that's being played on anybody. But the fact that there's an official statement out there from the school board, oh man, it just goes and really, really tanks any sort of good faith I'd have in this not being a complete and total fucking farce. Appearing in class with large prosthetic breasts while operating a circular saw has created much commentary. And yeah, that's initially where I found everything out. And you know, of course, some students have recorded image of the trans teacher in Oakville, Trafalgar High School in Ottawa, Ontario, or not Ottawa, sorry, Oakville, Ontario, and put them on social media. Some photos, yeah, on the Canadian trans teacher who wears the extremely large prosthetic breasts with protruding nipples. Yeah, again, this looks like an SNL skit. Like, if this was back when SNL was funny in, like, the fucking 90s, okay? If this was Chris Farley that was up there, this would be fucking hilarious, and everybody would laugh at it, okay? Instead of saying, we stand with our good teachers that are out there, and make a mockery out of everything. As a result, Shuttleworth said she articulated to those who run the board's day-to-day operations that we can't just wait around and see what happens because I'm quite confident it won't be a normal return to school Monday. Oh, of course, yes, exactly. It's almost like it's urging on some false flag event. Alrighty, thanks to videos recorded by students, the school has been receiving comments on the matter. Yeah, so again, the students were already aware of the situation, okay, in one form or another. They were either highly uncomfortable with what the fuck was going on, or voicing their concerns on social media. So you already knew this was fucking going on, so instead of dealing with that, no, you're just gonna foist it on the community in order to drum up some sort of a situation where you can say, look, we're under attack right now. Our school board is under attack. There will be protesters and anti-protesters. This is recorded before that Monday opening, so I don't even know where the fuck this is going. Maybe I'll put this out. Nah, it's going to be afterwards anyways. So I doubt anybody's really going to be going out there to protest, okay? Especially if this is happening at high school. You just need to mock it relentlessly. Like, that's the only thing that you can do about that. I do know there have been phone calls made to the school that haven't been the most pleasant in nature. Oh my god, heaven forbid somebody was a little bit uncouth. Wow. She said her position at HDSB's Director of Education, Curtis Enos, is, oh my god, you got big old Enos and you also got big floppy titties. How adorable. Is to make sure she, the teacher, is protected. She, really? That fucking 5 o'clock shadow, whatever. Ensure that everybody remains safe. The Sun has reached out to the teacher for comment, but has so far not received a response. Help me, I'm under attack. Give me more money. I'm sure there's a GoFundMe already set up. The teacher who the Sun has decided not to name at this point. Oh, okay, I will once again. Kayla Lemieux. We have had no phone calls prior to this saying anything about it. Yeah, school hasn't been open for more than a couple of weeks at this point. So the kids just maybe thought that it was a goof for the first week. Because again, woodshop would only be around, you know, as an elective, twice a week at max. So maybe everybody just thought it was a goof the first time around. But then it's like, oh, now you're just, you're really trying to push the bounds of decency. Because take the whole trans thing out of it, okay? Like, again, at this point, conservatives have already lost that fucking footing, okay? You didn't push back at it to begin with, but would this be appropriate dress for a female teacher? Would it? No, it wouldn't, okay? Because I also did a video about, there was that teacher, like, she's fairly attractive and whatever, but she was wearing skin-tight clothing. That's not appropriate, okay? She was teaching young kids, and I don't want to play into the fantasy here for a second, especially this fucking mental patient who thinks that, well, I can just all of a sudden show up to woodshop of all fucking places with huge fake fucking tits and make everybody think that, oh yes, Hank Lemieux is now all of a sudden Kayla and everybody's just going to go ahead and accept me because I put on some fucking, you know, problem glasses, red lipstick, and have my nipples hanging out. This would not be appropriate for a teacher, okay, for a female teacher. That would be distracting at least and unprofessional at worst, okay? But that's just being the most charitable to this situation I could possibly be. So yeah, you're wearing bicycle shorts, skin-tight shirts with your nipples screaming for dear life to escape from the shirt, and you thought that people would be alright with that? But again, no, it's just being used as a cover. Let's fucking keep it a buck. Canada is so far gone down the social justice ladder. It has fallen off of a fucking cliff, okay? And if any of these kids speak out on how uncomfortable this is, they'll end up being the ones who end up getting punished. I'm sure there's probably already an inquiry into whose social media ended up leaking the initial posts. I will guarantee that one right there. So we'll see where it goes. I might maneuver some things in order to make this one come out before, because I think that this is probably going to be a pretty big story throughout the rest of the week. So anyways, with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I should follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.